mobile application A Good Opportunity has been designed and realized in order to give us a better relationship, a more linear relationship with food. In order to reach this aim, it has been divided in 5 different sections, areas. The first one, and the most important one, is the one devoted to the storage, has been devoted to give us info about the correct preservation of food. Okay, I can navigate it in 2 different ways. The first one is by keyword. For example, here I'm at artichokes. Okay, and I can select artichokes. I have a passion for artichokes, so I chose it. But I can also navigate this taxonomically, following the icon system. I click in fruit and vegetables, I get to vegetables, and then artichokes again. Okay, when I get to the artichoke section, first of all, I get the info about the correct preservation, correct storage. I can choose between 3 different situations. The first one is I want to get info about uncooked artichokes, fresh artichokes. I click here and I discover that I can correctly preserve artichokes for 2-3 days in the lower compartment of a common fridge. We mean, okay, at about 4-5 Celsius degrees. Differently, if I want to store it in the freezer at -18 Celsius degrees, I can store it, I can preserve it safely for 9-12 months. Okay, the second possibility is to select the cooked area. Okay, I want to get info about how to correctly preserve cooked artichokes. And in this case, I can store it in the fridge for 1, maximum 2 days. And in this case, I should store them in the higher compartment of my fridge. In the freezer, the months are less, no more than 2-3 months in the freezer. Okay. The last opportunity is to select the commercially frozen area, this way. And okay, I'm suggested to follow the recommendations on the label. Okay, first thing, have a look to the label. And then usually, on average, I can store commercially frozen artichokes in the freezer for approximately 9-12 months. And if I remember properly, it is the same time lapse. Okay, that is suggested for the storage in freezer for the fresh artichokes. So fresh and commercially frozen artichokes can be stored in the freezer for about 9-12 months. Okay, this is the storage info. But as you can see, I have another command here on the right, useful informations. First of all, I can get here some tips for the correct storage. They tell me that I should store the artichokes in the fridge, putting them inside a clean paper bag, that I should store the cooked leftovers in a clean container, and so on. They give me some info about seasonality. Okay, I can get fresh artichokes between January and March. The energy value of artichokes is about 66 kilocalories or 276 kilojoule, which is about 3% of the reference daily intake Here, for reference daily intake, okay, we have defined it as 2000 kilocalories. Okay, artichokes is 66 kilocalories, so about 3%. I also have some info about the main nutrients per serving. Each serving, each artichoke serving is about 200 grams. So for 200 grams of artichokes, I get 5 grams protein, which is 11% of the recommended daily allowance, 11 grams fiber, which is 44% of the recommended daily allowance, 680 milligrams potassium, which is 38% of the recommended daily allowance, only 5 grams carbohydrates, which is only 2% of the recommended daily allowance. Okay, amount per serving is 200 grams. We also have some info about the water footprint. We mean for each serving, so for 200 grams, to get 200 grams of artichokes, how many liters did the farmer need to use? It is 141 liters. We think, okay, oh, it's a lot. It isn't telling the truth, because if we get back and we select, for example, the meat section, and we get to beef, and I don't know, have a look for the roast veal, no? Which is the water footprint of the roast veal? It is 1,540 liters, much more than our poor artichokes. So, okay, I can get back to my artichokes. Here we are, useful information. Okay, we see water footprint per serving. For every 200 grams artichokes, we need 141 liters. It is not so much. Glycemic index, this is very important for diets, it is 20. And we have also some info about the food origin. Okay, the plant was known since the Greeks and the Romans. The plantation was introduced in Sicily since the 1st century, introduced in France by Caterina de' Medici, and so on. If you want to know more about food storage, you can click here to know more, and you are linked to the Istituto Zooprofilattico website. Istituto Zooprofilattico is the scientific institution that set many of the scientific info that are present here in this mobile application. Okay, we said that the store section is the first and the most important, but we have others. The first one is the serving. The serving functionality. Okay, let's imagine we are going to have a supper for 4 people, and okay, let's clear all. We can clear all. Okay, 4 people, add a new element. I don't know, let's check some fresh eggs. Okay, okay, 4 eggs for person. Then, oh no, sorry, add another element. We are interested in the pasta, for example. We want to cook some gnocchi. Okay, gnocchi for 4 people, 600 grams gnocchi. Then we want to add, I don't know, legumes, beans, or let's see, okay, for example, lentils. Okay, 600 grams lentils for 4 people, and so on. So we can see what are the correct servings for the amount of people we have invited. Another related functionality, it is this one, shopping list. As we know, our grandparents used to write down shopping lists every time they wanted to go shopping. And that was a healthy custom, because if you write your shopping list, you're supposed not to buy unintended food, unneeded food. If you don't write the shopping list and you enter a supermarket, for example, you will probably buy some food by impulse, not because you need it, but because you are attracted by the package, by the colors, by something else. So, to write a shopping list is very healthy, it's a very healthy custom, but sometimes we don't have the paper, we don't have the pen, but in this case, with this mobile app, we have an electronic functionality that helps us. Okay, we can add by hand or search in the list. Let's add by hand. I want to get some, okay, aged Toma. Okay, I'm interested in Toma, aged Toma. Okay. Aged Toma for 4 person. Okay, I get back. Then I want to get, I don't know, some instant barley coffee. I want to buy instant barley coffee. Okay, 4 person. In my family we are 4, so 28 grams instant barley coffee, and so on. When I buy the food, I can check this out this way. So, okay, I bought this, I don't need it anymore, but I still need the Toma. Then, okay, I bought the Toma, I can flag it. Okay. Let's add something else, I don't know. Artichokes, why not? Okay, artichokes as well. Always 4 people. Okay. When I buy them, I flag and it's done. If I want to make a new shopping list, I get here and I select the clear all command. If I want to share this shopping list by email, for example, with my wife, or my wife want to share it with me, I can click share by email and it's done. Very easy. Then we have, okay, another very interesting section, which is the section of anti-waste recipes. Okay, we get there. Okay, we have some, I have some artichokes in the fridge. I don't want to waste them, and I want to know how to cook it in an interesting and tasty way. So I select artichokes again, and I discover this purple potato spaghetti with artichokes. Here are the ingredients. Then, if I click here, link to recipe, I access to the Aquilina blog, from which these recipes are taken, and I can see all the info about how to realize, how to cook this recipe properly. This is also very interesting functionality. I have something in my fridge. I don't know how to cook. I get here and I have some useful suggestions about how to cook. Okay, the last one is who we are, just some info about the aims the mobile application is intended to reach, and who realized it, Piedmont region and the Aosta Valley region, thanks to the financing of the Ministry of Economic Development. Then the ISTO, Istituto Zooprofilattico, we already talked about it. Then also the chemical laboratory of the Turin Chamber of Commerce contributed to this mobile app, and the data about water footprint have been taken by the Water Footprint Organization. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much, and enjoy our useful mobile application, a good opportunity.